Hey everybody, what's up? How y'all doing today? We are currently in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let me clean this lens up a little bit. And we are preparing for our activation days here in the area. We are currently at our hotel today. We did a lot of things to get ready for our next activation days here, and especially just being on the road and being on tour. There's a lot that goes into just preparing for any event, but nonetheless, I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into our day in the life of just being on the road. So, hey Shameen, shouts out to Shameen Rivera. We met up with her last night. She took us to a revolving sushi spot. T loved it. That was his first time going, and he was just amazed by how the sushi came out, and from what he said, he could have spent all night there just trying different rolls. But Shameen, we enjoyed hanging out with you yesterday, and thank you for just taking time to hang out and show us a little bit of Vegas and what they had to offer from a food perspective. But I've been in the hotel all day just getting work done. We did our site checks the other day and reached out to our store manager. So part of our tour, because we are doing retail locations and doing demos, we have to make sure that we conduct site checks prior to ensure that they will be able to fit Muppet. And I'm going to go over to the actual window so you can see her out there. But here's our view from our hotel. So as you can see, Muppet is out there chilling in the hot sun. And there's Black Hammer all ready to go. But we have to make sure that any retail stop or any retail location that we go to will be able to accommodate our food truck or our home chef truck being parked in front of the locations, and being able to sample efficiently and just make sure that the customer or the consumer experience is not compromised. So doing site checks is important, especially in our line of work, working on tour. And making sure that the stores know that we are actually coming there to execute an event, because a lot of times we've been finding they either find out last minute or they're not really expecting us. So making sure, as the EXP, especially when executing tours, if you have large vehicles, if you have assets that you'll be responsible for setting up prior, that you reach out to the on-site contacts, speak to your account manager, and make sure they provide you with those that person's information, so you can be prepared for any tour or just setting up of any event elements as well as assets. So we did our site checks, reached out to all the on-site contacts. We're staying here close to the strip. I'll turn my camera around again so you can see, MGM is literally like less than 2 miles away. And we've been to Vegas numerous times, so all the hype around, the strip has dwindled. It's not as appealing to us as it used to be. But for us, and definitely for myself, here's a glimpse into our hotel room. It's not the cleanest anymore. I've been cooking today, so I cooked some wild rice. I also made some beans as well that we'll be eating, and then we're gonna head to the store in the next few minutes to pick up some proteins as well. So just being on the road, living life out of a suitcase. As you guys could see, we did laundry. Well, T did laundry yesterday, and he also took the time to go ahead and iron our uniforms for the next couple days. So shouts out to T for that. He's the one that usually does most of the laundry, and I do all of the cooking while we're on tour, and just in general, because he doesn't really cook at all. But while I'm here, I also took the time yesterday to meet with a fertility specialist. So I haven't really talked too much about my journey with fertility. I'm not going to go too much into detail on this video. Probably talk about it later on. But working with the fertility specialist is important to me, and important to me and T, because eventually we do want to have kids. And I have battled stage 4 endometriosis for the past 8 to 9 years. So of course, going to school, being in high school, going to college, the band-aid on the situation was taking birth control to actually suppress the estrogen and to keep it from being a reoccurring problem. But as I've gotten older, and essentially for the past 8 years, I have been working to take more of a holistic approach, and I got off birth control completely, and my endometriosis as a result just flared up, and it got really, really bad, to the point where my periods were just unbearable to deal with. I would throw up, and a lot of things that a lot of females may be able to relate to, when they come to their cycle, when they're having painful periods. I have experienced that. So I have been doing a lot of research and trying to find more of a holistic approach to take into dealing with my endometriosis. I had surgery November of last year, and it was very extensive, to the point where parts of my colon and small intestines had to be removed and my appendix had to be removed completely because the endometriosis had spread. So after going through that, I took more of an initiative and got serious about my health, and adapted a vegan lifestyle for 30 days to completely detox, and just found that estrogen dominant foods is what really triggered the endometriosis and caused it to spread, and just caused a lot of hormonal imbalances within my body. I'm not going to speak for every female, because every female goes through different issues, and their reproductive symptoms that they may go through are going to vary based on a person. I'm just going to speak from my personal experiences, and just going through this and learning about the different methods. I am finding that taking a holistic approach has been extremely beneficial for me. I've cut back on red meats. I don't really eat chicken, and now I'm just finding ways to incorporate the protein back into my diet, because I understand when I went vegan, I lost about 15 pounds. I got real skinny, and I'm still trying to, gain that weight back, and I was always hungry. So just still doing my research, doing my homework, and finding those foods and the different approaches that I can take to heal from a holistic standpoint is important to me. But while I'm here in Vegas, I went to a fertility acupuncture specialist. So she specializes in helping women that have infertility issues with using holistic and Chinese herbs and acupuncture. So before going to her yesterday, I had been experiencing really bad back pain, to the point where at night I would have to move around, and my lower back would get extremely stiff. And just after doing one treatment yesterday and going to bed last night, I do not have any back pain. So this is a short-term approach, but it did work for me. Again, everybody's situation is going to be different. So with us being on the road, it's definitely going to be a challenge for me to incorporate the acupuncture in every city, because it requires every doctor to diagnose you, and then to charge you a fee to do with consultations and everything. So I'm definitely, once I get back to Atlanta in August, going to make this part of my health regimen and health routine. I am also exercising, going to start back exercising more, but just doing it at a moderate pace, incorporating Tai Chi, and just working to find what is going to balance and suit my situation. But being a woman dealing with endometriosis, it is no joke. Infertility is real. Definitely a lot of women that I have met relate to my situation, and I just want to encourage you, if you are dealing with like endometriosis, PCOS, there are resources out there for you. Don't give up, and don't not going to say not use birth control, but look for alternative options to assist you on your journey for healing holistically. I'm also learning that healing is not just a medical thing and changing my diet. It's a spiritual walk as well. So you got to take a spiritual approach to your healing. Ask yourself internally, what are some things that you can do differently as an individual? How can you just the energy that you keep around you? Shouts out to my cousin Lonnie Stewart. She has been sending me a lot of resources on just womb healing, womb health, spiritual walks, even talking with the acupuncture specialist yesterday. She talked about that as well. We can do all the treatment. You could change your diet. But mentally and emotionally, if you're unstable, that's just as bad, because you carry around, different burdens and different weight, which can affect you emotionally as well and can affect your reproductive organs as a female. So a lot of things to take into account, a lot of things to think about. But as an EXP, especially one that's on the road, that's working and executing events full time, making sure that your health is a top priority is important, because if you are not healthy, then you're not going to be able to execute an event successfully, and it's going to affect the overall morale and just the individuals that you're around. I mean, who wants to be around somebody with negative energy, right? So just keep all of that in mind. I just wanted to share with you guys my story, the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis, and T is a testament to it as well. He's here every day, so he's usually who I vent to first, and who we talk about these issues and just work through not just personal issues within our marriage, and just how we can build as a couple and strengthen and walk and help each other on a personal level. Because being married, you still have to function as two separate individuals and make sure that overall, spiritually and emotionally, both of you are happy and just able to fulfill and live out the dreams and the things that you desire to do. So that's my little snippet and tidbit for this week. Shouts out to all the EXPs for taking time to continue to spread the word about the EXP Elite group. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and join the group. We talk about a lot of things today. It was a hot topic on whether or not following up on an email is important. So definitely join the group if you haven't already. I'm launching my EXP Level Up course to assist you in obtaining tour opportunities as an EXP. So if you're looking to transition into that avenue of experiential marketing, definitely check out my course as well. I'll put a link in the comments. And then I'll also provide you just a couple resources in case you're in the West Coast, in the Vegas area. I'll provide you the young lady, Miss Lisa, her information as far as the acupuncture specialist that I went to here in the Vegas area. We did a consultation. She's great. She listens to your concerns, and she'll be able to address any questions that you have. Also, I had to also cut out dairy and sugar, so which I already started doing. I had my cheat days, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, but moving forward, I just gotta cut it out completely because that can hold you back as well from a fertility standpoint. So she told me that. And then we also went to a urologist, I don't know how to say the name, but a person who's able to look at your eyes and tell you based on your eyes any medical conditions or medical history. His name is Scott, and we went to him last week in LA, and he said the same thing. Cutting out dairy and sugar is important, and if you are going to eat it, just make sure it is organically based. I mean, you can have your cheat days, but with anything, just do so in moderation. So that's my little snippet and tidbit for you guys today. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe if you're executing events as an EXP. And continue to subscribe. I'm going to be moving this video to YouTube in the next hour. So if you miss it, definitely go ahead and check it out there on my YouTube channel, Jae Davis Experience. Just search it in YouTube and you'll find it. And subscribe to also see our different True Life Chronicle episodes that we have been airing every week, so you can get a glimpse into our life on the road. So I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And be safe. And let's see what T's over here doing. What you doing, T?
Always working.
Always working. Looking at glasses. So we'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And remember, do what's best for you and find happiness within yourself first. Later.